I can push through that physical part.
Mm-hmm.
That sometimes that mental part be a little more challenging. I get in my own way a lot. I don't think I really ever paid attention to it.
A lot of people are focused on getting better physically and neglecting the mental. That's where you run into the burnouts.
Probably, suppressing it and then not having that outlet. I drove myself crazy trying to get back. I know I shouldn't have played. I didn't feel like myself. It made me a little reckless.
You have to train yourself mentally. It has to be stronger than the physical. So reframe your mindset. Your inner self-talk has to be different. When it's time to do your job, it's time to do your job. Before we get into today's episode, we got something big we're going to share with y'all.
What we talking about, please?
We are hosting as far as I know, the first Mississippi Black Creators Podcast Summit. And it's going to be on July 18th in Oxford, Mississippi. We're going to bring everybody together. We want all the podcasters, all the content creators, and the entrepreneurs from across the state to pull up on us and enjoy a good time.
Good time. Good time.
And if you've been wanting to grow your platform, learn how to monetize, or just connect with other creators in real life, this is for you. Now, official tickets will go on sale May 1st for everybody. That's general admission and regular VIP tickets. But remember, that promo code is over April 1st. All right, so don't miss your chance to be a part of this amazing event. Now, let's get to this episode of Hoops and Headspace. Welcome to Hoops and Headspace, the podcast where mental health and sports intersect. I'm your host, Jada Rich.
I'm your co-host, Tay.
For sure. So today we're going to be talking about the difference between physical skill and mental stamina when it comes to sports. So, a lot of the times mental training is overlooked by a lot of athletes.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm big on that. I really do believe in that. So that's why we're going to talk about that today. First topic we're going to talk about. So let's first discuss the definition of mental stamina. And why it's important and how it's different from like just normal physical toughness and grit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So first I want to ask you though, what is your defining differences as far as mental stamina and physical stamina?
That's a good question. Oh, hold on. Let me. What's the difference?
Yeah, the difference. What are some differences for you in the two?
I can push through that physical part.
Mm-hmm.
That sometimes that mental part be a little more challenging. Cause I get in my own way. Like that's my biggest problem. I get in my own way a lot. Cause I'm trying to process so much at one time. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. To be honest.
Okay, so let's dial it back then. What is your just definition of mental stamina, period?
I don't think I really ever paid attention to it. You want me to be honest?
Yeah, that's a deep answer. I like that answer though. When you think about it.
Well, that's why I'm trying
stuck.
I'm stuck. I ain't really just thought about it.
I feel you on that. I'll say I think mental stamina, it has its similarities to physical because you have to train yourself mentally, just like you train yourself physically. The way we talked about reframing your mindset, you know how you reframe your physique?
Mm-hmm.
You reframe your mindset. It has its similarities. I think the difference is the lack of awareness, which is what you showed or shine a light on, is the fact that a lot of people don't think about that aspect. A lot of people are focused on getting better physically and neglecting the mental, and then that's where you run into the burnouts and the other situations. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm so stuck. I think I'm gonna learn a lot this episode. So, yeah.
For sure. So, let me ask you this then, because you said you never really thought about it, and a lot of athletes don't. So, do you feel like your physical skills can compensate for your lack of mental skills or your weaknesses as far as mental performance?
Probably so.
How?
Cause like I said, I never paid attention to it. Like some of them times where I feel like I was struggling, like physically, it could have been that I was mentally burned out and just wasn't paying attention to it.
And so you just kept
Just
pushing physically?
yeah.
So, but do you feel like that's compensating for it, or are we just not dealing?
Could be a little of both. Like, bro, I'm stuck, Jada. Like for real. Like I'm now over here thinking like, yeah. So I'm listening to you, but I'm also over here.
Well, let me ask you this. So when you were younger, so now that you're older, think back. I guess it's a therapy session. So think so think back when you were playing. Do you feel like now that you're analyzing it, especially with our conversation, that some of it was mental or the lack thereof?
Probably, suppressing it, and then not having, like you said, that resource, like that outlet to just, help me deal with it. Instead of running from it, how I was really feeling, especially with the injury and all that. And then, yeah, it was definitely suppressed because I drove myself crazy trying to get back. Knowing I shouldn't played at all my senior year. Knowing that I shouldn't play. But yeah.
Okay, so now since we've started to get your wheels rolling, did you suppress it consciously or subconsciously? Do you feel
Probably both.
A mix?
Yeah.
So, how do you feel like your mindset affects your confidence or your decision making, your consistency as far as like competition?
For me, it made me a little reckless.
Mm.
Yeah. It made me a little reckless. Because like I said, bro, I know I shouldn't have played.
And like we discussed with Drika, your biggest thing coming back from injury was the mental aspect of what if you hurt it again. So,
yeah, you playing with that,
do you feel like when you were coming off of that injury and dealing with that mental battle, fearing the injury, do you feel like you lacked mental resilience?
Yes.
And so just to describe, what do you feel like happened due to you lacking that mental resilience?
I wasn't me. Because if I feel like, because you playing with all that on your mind, knowing you shouldn't be playing, but you playing, and what if I do it again? Then I gotta go through all this again. When if I was just like mentally up, like, nah, Tay, sit out, get healthy. If you want to go to college, play in college, go do it. And then I just with myself, I didn't play confident. I didn't feel like myself.
All right. So now we're going to talk about building mental stamina, right? We discussed what it is. We kind of discussed, how it can affect you if you lack it, right? So now we're going to talk about how you get it, right?
Yeah, I need this.
Okay. So we're going to explore like just tools, strategies, daily habits that we can use to strengthen our mental performance. Okay. So I guess I'll start off.
You gonna have to.
So, number one, we discussed reframing your mindset in the other episode, but that is definitely the number one thing. your inner self-talk has to be different. It has to go from, let's say, like for me, I got 2 options to work out. I know realistically I have 2 options to work out with my schedule.
Mhm.
A, get up before my day. B, do something after my day. That's it. Right? So I can complain about getting up earlier in the morning, or I can reframe my thoughts.
Mhm.
Reframe your verbiage. It ain't, oh my goodness, oh man, my alarm,
Yeah.
snooze. It's, ooh, I get another opportunity here. I'm,
Speaking life into yourself.
yeah. And as you keep doing that
Mhm.
and giving that better self-talk, because a lot of times we talk ourselves out of doing stuff. Within them 24 hours, like, it could be something simple like getting up to clean up. I'm gonna get up. I'm up. This is the day before. Tomorrow I'm gonna get up at 6. Say I'm gonna turn the music on. I'm finna clean up. 6 o'clock come. I'm gonna do about 8. I can do about 8. I ain't gotta be at the house till about, or this could be your day off. I mean, I ain't got nothing to do all day. Now it's nighttime. House still ain't clean. You done you done talked yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we all done did that.
Yeah,
I feel you.
but when you reframe it, yeah, as soon as I get this over with, I know I'ma feel better. The house will be clean, then I get clean, have this. Even if I'm leaving out today, I know that when I come back, I'm gonna feel so good when everything already done. You know what I'm saying? Take a bath, get up in these clean sheets. Ooh,
Facts. Great day.
great day.
Great day.
Compared to
I got
don't do it, leave, come back.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Then here you go. This is so overstimulating. Is it?
You did it. Seems like you said you been straight. Yeah, I got you.
So reframe your mindset, reframe your verbiage to start off working on that mental health and that mental strength. As far as athletically, we discussed pressure too. When it comes to pressure, you got to reframe your mindset about that too. And one thing I learned from Mel Robbins, oh, I'm so excited that I get to I love Mel, and so when I get to tell this story
Go
to
ahead.
people, off camera, so I'm excited that like this might get to other people. I don't know, maybe Mel. But look, anyway, so Mel Robbins, um, she gave me some information that like really started helping me like reframe my mind. Like she said about your emotions, when those are chemical responses, right? When something triggers you, that's a chemical response. If you don't have, you know what I'm saying? You can't go and say, "Oh, I'm not gonna get mad today," because now you lying to your mind.
Mhm.
You preparing your mind for a false reality. Oh, I'm not gonna get mad today. I'm not gonna be sad today. You don't know what can happen today.
Hey, like going 24 hours.
I'm not gonna be sad today. I'm not gonna. You don't know.
You don't know.
But you know what you can't get up and say? I don't know what's gonna happen today. I don't know. Something might upset me today. Something might make me sad today. Something might happen. But now she said the way it works is when you have the chemical reaction, right? Boom. The chemical reaction happens, bam. If you allow yourself 30 seconds, then it allows you not to react in an irrational manner. And then you can make a more rational decision because it allows the chemical to flood out. And she says what happens is, now don't quote me, I ain't the best in science, but I ain't gonna quote the parts of the brain. But she says when your emotions hit you and that chemical floods you, you start to think fight or flight, because that's what your mind, that's this second gear.
Mm-hmm.
Safe, fight or flight. We coasting, or we coming to conclusions. We figuring something out. What we doing? You know what I'm saying? So that's all they know. So when them chemicals hit you, bam, if you allow them to get to you and you react immediately, now you're not thinking properly. You're thinking fight or flight. You're not thinking rational. You're thinking irrational, right? So if you allow it to get out and allow yourself in 30 seconds, some of us may need 60. Some, you know, you might release a little bit more.
Was you 60?
I'm about 60 to 90, depending on the situation.
Gotcha.
You know, we humans, you might have to flood out some more. You might need some more time. But you allow it to flood out,
Mm-hmm.
and you can begin to think more rationally. Yeah. Those are some tools that you can use.
I'm gonna start using them.
And then
I'm learning so much.
People come at me so much for this. I'm such a lame, whatever. I don't care. Structure and routines within your life can bring you so much peace before you even hit the floor mentally. So if I'm reframing my mindset, I'm reframing my mindset about pressure. I'm learning this verbiage. I'm learning how to deal with my emotions. I have a set schedule. I'm not worried about. I ain't worried about if my room gonna be clean, because I know that if I tidy my dressers on Monday, wash and fold my clothes on Tuesday, maybe clean my mirrors on Wednesday, something light, because, got church.
Mm-hmm.
Do my floors on Thursday. I might just sweep them on Thursday. Do a light, quick sweep Friday, mop. Wash my sheets, make my bed up on Saturday. Just my bed. Sunday, rest. That's just a routine.
I'm rocking with it. Hey, I'm listening. I'm learning this episode. I told you
for
that.
real. So,
but no, like I feel you.
Having that, and then when you learn, it's easier to learn discipline. Because, see, this is the mental thing. This is a mental game. This is the difference between mental and physical. When you go to basketball practice or you go to a game, there are certain factors pushing you to do what you're doing. If you go to practice, it's fun. I'm with my teammates. Also, if you're doing something hard, your coach is influencing that. It's an inside pressure to want to, do this team thing. If we got the right mindset, everybody working towards the same goal. But that's the working on your mental for real. When you're alone at the crib and coach ain't there pushing you,
Yeah,
your teammates aren't there pushing you,
it's you.
And learning how to have a set schedule and a routine, and learning how to be disciplined on your own. And you don't need those external, what do we talk about? Those external gratifications to make you work.
Hey, you preaching.
Now you're working on your mental stamina. You know what I mean?
I'm learning, cuz.
Yeah.
I'm just learning. Cause like you said, I never thought about that though.
Really?
Like when I was younger, I ain't never think about just like my mental stamina.
No.
My mental stamina was at the time, figure it out.
Really?
Figure it out.
So I feel like you might be able to answer this one though.
Okay.
If you could give some tips as far as now that you're older on mental stamina for athletes handling like setbacks as far as injuries? What would you say?
Oh, that I'm older now?
Mhm.
Okay. It's okay. It's going to get better. I ain't said it in a while, but have your moment. I ain't said it in a while, but have that moment. If you need help, don't be ashamed to ask for help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it get better. Just trust the process, trust yourself, and stay prayed up. You'll get through it.
My main thing as far as that mental stamina section, as far as building it, just to go back to what I told you in the beginning, it's just like lifting weights. It's just like running. It's just like conditioning. You have to condition and work your mind the same way. You can't forget that part. You got to work it.
I think that's the first time I really started working my mind when I was in therapy. I went in there just lied to myself. You are not hurt. You are not hurt. I forgot. I wish I remembered her name. I'll never forget.
That old lady?
That old lady. I mean, I wish I remember her name.
Irene.
That's what we're going to call her, Irene. Miss Irene came over there and sat by me. He just came over there and told her, said, do this, do that. She said, ooh, it hurt. I looked at her. I said, Miss Irene, you ain't doing nothing. She said, it already hurt, baby. I said, oh.
But sometimes you gotta lie to yourself.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Not delusional. Like I said earlier, don't go out here delusional.
Yeah. But I thought that was delusional. I said, you ain't even started the exercise yet.
Yeah.
And it already hurt.
Miss Irene.
I said, okay. Okay. And then I was like, okay, you hurt. Don't get it wrong. But just a little extra work. It's just, a little extra work.
You telling yourself, in the back of your mind, you like, I cannot go out like Miss Irene.
Yeah, okay. Shout out Miss Irene. That ain't her name, but that's her name.
But you just could not do that, huh?
Yeah, I could not, Jada.
Can't be Miss Irene. I feel you.
He was just come over. He was demonstrating. She was like, "Ooh, it hurt." So, oh no.
Quick pause, right quick. We got something else we gotta tell y'all about, man. So we just kicked off our Hoops and Headspace Academy pilot. All right. Yeah. And that pilot group is focused entirely on the mental side of basketball. It's a virtual training where we focus on confidence, handling pressure, and staying sharp on and off that court mentally, man. That's what we doing on there. And you can join from anywhere because it's
online.
There you go.
It's online.
And it's just for players.
We online right now, ain't it? Online. Yeah,
It's online. Look, he old.
Yeah.
Online.
Online.
Yeah. Anyway, and it's just for those players who really want to level up that mindset and their game. Now, that pilot group is full, but the full academy will officially begin this summer. So stay tuned for that info and those reviews from that pilot group so you can be ready to join that summer group. All right. Now we done talking. I'm going to let y'all get back to the episode. What you think, man? See y'all in a minute.
Hey, no.
Can't be one of them.
Oh, no.
For sure.
Yeah, I got to get out of here. This is going to mess with I was running from there. I said, this is going to mess with my mental. Yeah, let me get out of here. Let's hurry up.
So now we're going to talk about mental stamina for leadership and team culture. So
you was in that role. What'd you do? I beat you to it, huh? Let me sit back and relax. Go on, get this in.
I can't even ask. I can't ask my question, huh?
No, I'm gonna be because you asked me. We'll tell. Well,
how does Jada? Leaders' mental stamina influence the rest of their team?
Yeah, how does it?
That's the question.
Oh, well, how was it? You want to switch real quick?
No, I don't want to switch ever again.
I wasn't switching.
Okay, good. But I'll say, man, the leader's mental stamina affects the team tremendously.
It does.
As far as that, for those players that are the leaders of the team, like if you don't got no mental stamina, your teammates probably don't have no mental stamina. Because you got to think, if you are quote unquote the best product we got to put forward and you don't got none, then
we know the rest of y'all.
you feel what I'm saying? Because I feel like as a coach, if I had other options that had better mental stamina, I'd pick them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you the best thing they got putting out there, then the rest of them they can't have none. Everybody out here with bad attitudes. Everybody out here can't deal with the pressure. Everybody out here talking bad about themselves and each other. Everybody out here huffing, puffing. Everybody out here enraged. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't got it as the top dog, then
rest of y'all easy picking. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want I want a good, strong leader mentally, so that trickles down. You can't meet them where they are and get them to where they need to be as that leader if you're at the same point as them. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We learn it together. Or not. You know what I'm saying? But what habits create trust, focus, accountability in a high pressure environment? So since you like to say that, you had those great scorers, those guys that were those people that had to have that strong mental stamina, what was it like? What did they have to have within them for you to trust them?
Just playing with those guys, like those years that I wasn't playing and I just got to learn, really, like they done proven it that they can do it. Like I done seen them come in huddle like, we gonna go here, scratch all that. No, we not. Or they'll be like, coach give a play and they do the exact opposite and still go win the game. Like it's been proven. Like, like they proved that they could do it. They built for it. They asking for the ball. Like, so yeah. They had that confidence. Like it's not a worry. Like you had. You walk out there like, yeah, I'm easy pickings. Y'all walk different. like
So do you feel like it was like you kind of saw their mental stamina? But
like,
so let me ask you this. Since you say that you were naive to it when you were younger, did you think that was just physical?
Yeah, when I was younger, yeah, probably. Yeah.
Like, oh, they just got a bag.
You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't really just paying attention. Like at that age, like bro, we really wasn't paying attention until I got mental health like that.
Yeah. Unless you're somebody that's dealing with stuff that may affect it.
Like, but I just naive back then, unaware, uneducated about it. So,
do you feel like you would have asked them more mental questions than physical? Like, as you said, you got a lot from them physically. Do you feel like you would have asked them those type of questions when you were younger? Had you been more aware?
Yes. Like,
what would you have asked had you had the opportunity? Now that you know, what would you have wanted to know?
Like how do you calm your mind in those situations? Cause like just from seeing it, like they just look so calm. It's like it's no worry, just calm. You got this side going crazy, our fans going crazy. It's been a close game, and it's like, hey, like bro, just like how do you calm your mind in those situations? I can ask you, like, how'd you calm your mind in those situations?
It's like, cause like it's a mix. Like you gotta be borderline crazy. Cause it's almost cause it's like
even crazier. Like, you know, when you think about people that do like crazy stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like adrenaline junkies,
Yeah.
you be like, why? But like, nah, for me, it was like, number one, go back to them childhood mental practices of visualization.
Oh,
All right, number 1,
5, 4,
I ain't do them for nothing.
3. Yeah, I feel you.
I did them.
Yeah.
I did them just to, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just to think about it.
Yeah, I feel
Nah,
you.
like if I get that opportunity,
I want it.
bro, it's like in them moments you like, yo, like, hey, like, you know what I'm saying? And so transition, like even with high school and stuff. So my thing is, I remember one time we were playing in a tournament. We were playing like one of the top ranked teams in the state. I think it was like South Haven or somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And so they was ranked to beat us. This is one of the first times we was not, you know what I'm saying, Coach Hobson had got the program to where we a top dog now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So this is, you know, this is a tournament opportunity. So she put us against somebody harder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this one a few times in a season we coming in like, I don't know, that we might have to put this on the other side of the column.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So first half, kid you not, bro. And what's crazy is, I'm gonna have to go back and get you the facts because the coach told me they name of the girls that was on the roster because I was like, bro, I kid you not, like we would go and try and shoot something. They block it so hard. Talking about block party and it go almost to half court. They talking about layup, you turn around, yeah, one of their teammates shooting one. Like it was like, bro, we looking like, why you pick? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a little bit before halftime, we got like a little bit of momentum. You know, I finally saw a shot go in. You know, Jayla saw a couple shots go in. You know, we
feeling good.
Yeah. We come out at the halftime. You know, we Cinderella story. We come back. We all know I'm not the best at free throws. So it was towards the end of the game, you feel me? The post players' jobs was, if the guards cannot get open, flash down. They could not get open. So I flashed down. So I get the ball. Boom. I want to say she called it. Yeah, she called timeout before both of my free throws. Yeah. Or did somebody called the timeout? It was a timeout took before my free throw. So you know what I'm saying? When we got to the huddle, like, she ain't like press me or pressure me or anything. She just gave me the facts. You flash down, you got it. You gotta make these free throws. You know what I'm saying? That simple. All right, and coming out the huddle. It's a mix. It's a mix, but I will never, ever let anybody know that. Like, on the inside, I'm like, oh my goodness. You know what I'm saying? We done sat here and did all of this. We done did all of this. You know what I'm saying? If we, you know, like you said, the crowd, it's, you know.
It's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on.
Y'all probably been chirping back and forth.
But now this is where the peace of mind come in at. This is where the mental training come in at. When I get to the free throw line, it's almost like a trance you have to get in, because you got to have that mental training and that mental stamina, and the fact that I know my training, my physical training. I put in the work. I put in the time. I practice my free throws. I've got my percentage up. My form ain't just terrible. Do what you know how to shoot. Do what you know to do. And as you start to do your routine, you get this calming sensation, because now you're doing something that you always do. It's not really the environment anymore. It's all training, mechanics, and mental concentration. When it's time to do your job, it's time to do your job. When it's 42-42 and you on that free throw line, all you can mentally flash back to is the jokes and the giggles. All you can flash back to is missed free throws. All you can flash back to is you changing your shot constantly and changing your routine. That's all you can think. That's all you can flash back to when you in the real game.
Boy, you in trouble. Finna go to overtime.
That's a trance you don't want to be in.
Yeah.
You want that trance of confidence, that trance of habit. You know what I'm saying?
You spend some isms
So
today.
when I came at the huddle, get to the free throw line, that's my thought process. Am I worried? Am I nervous on my way to the free throw line? Yeah. But now I got to reframe myself, that verbiage. I got to talk different. Like, I ain't deny myself that moment inside, but you would have never known on the floor. Because the moment I would have came out on that floor and them girls would have thought I was scared to shoot them.
Yeah. He giving a whole bunch of isms today. A whole bunch of them.
So let's talk about coaches. How do you feel coaches model mental toughness for athletes without being overbearing? Coach Gray?
Yeah. Gotta ask myself that question. Just like, say one been, struggling in drill and then he find his stride. Hey man, there you go. That's what I need right there. Keep doing it. We good. I feel like there's, because you don't want to give them the big head, because when soon you give them the big head, that's when they start messing up.
Yeah.
So, just, a few kind little words real quick and, hey, but stick with that,
Yeah.
Stay right there. And I need you to do better next one. You did good on that round, but hey, do better on the next one. Still challenging you and stuff like that. So, yeah.
I like that. When you in that battle, you have to have that mental toughness to be able to stand in those pressure moments and be that peace for them on the sideline. Yeah.
Facts.
Like, if it's wartime, you look like it's wartime.
Yeah, coach.
You know what I mean?
Our real Coach Mason. I forgot who was playing, but it was a close game. He came over there, he drew the play up. He said, such and such, you gonna set this screen for Jacob? Jacob finna curl off of it. Tell you pass it to Jacob. Jacob hit the shot, we finna go home. And guess what? That's exactly how it went. That was I guess a little moment where,
Shout out to Coach Mason.
Yeah,
Shout out to Coach Mason.
He wasn't bad. That was just my truth on that.
No, I was saying like on the play. Like, for real though. Shout out to them.
Yeah, he drew that up. He said,
and the confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jacob finna hit this shot, we finna go home.
It's straight like that.
Straight like that. He did it for Devon too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then last one, how do you balance pushing someone while at the same time giving them space to recover mentally?
You got that's a fine line. That's a fine line because that's one thing I am cautious on as a coach, making sure that I'm letting you know that I'm here to help you, correct what I see I feel like you need to correct. But when I see that it's becoming, I'm like doing too much too often, I just back and give them that time to see what they doing wrong. And then when they do it right, I'm like, you see what I'm saying? That's all I was saying to you a while ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just read it like this, read it like that. But yeah.
As far as giving them that space, you can give them that space. You can give them that grace, that opportunity, whatever the time they need mentally. But at the same time, we cannot run from our challenges. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Good isms.
Yeah.
Good isms, coach. All
right. And so now we're on our final takeaways final takeaway. So, one mental exercise we discussed today is working on that verbiage and reframing your mindset, mentally, so that can help you. With parents and coaches outside of, actual practice and stuff, how you heard about that girl from Tennessee, player from Tennessee?
Mm-mm.
She decided to transfer right after senior night.
What?
She was a senior, and the coach tried to put her in the last 30 seconds, like this is a high school game. And the coach wasn't even the coach that recruited her. She stayed after this is the second coach change. She stayed.
Yeah, she stayed through the transition.
And you only play her 30 seconds.
On senior night?
On senior night.
Oh, yeah.
But when it comes to
that's great.
Yeah, when it comes to coaches, you have to understand that these kids are humans, especially off the floor, and you have to be there for them and learn them and get to know them and build that relationship so you can have a good one on the floor. We both discussed, as far as parents, but this ain't about them today, so we're not gonna do y'all like that today. But
y'all, we ain't. Hey, you be rough on them.
But giving your kid that grace, that opportunity, not trying to live through them, of course. Let the only pressures that they have be their own pressures. And then if you could leave athletes or listeners with one mental performance principle, what would you give?
What would I give them? Figure it out. No, I'm just playing.
You see me say, I was like, I'm trying to see where he going with this one. That must have been a deep intro.
No. That was my mindset. That was just my mindset. Figure it out. Hey man, you gotta,
supposed to be
figure it out, dog.
Deep.
Oh, you want one of them educated answers. But I don't know. I might just dribble this one on down. I see you wide open. I'm probably finna just throw this lob and let you answer it. And I think that's what I'm finna do. I'm coming out of timeout, letting you know.
This is the play.
High screen and roll, Jada roll.
Okay.
Get to your strong. Looking. Yeah. Okay. Hey.
All right. Well, here we go.
Yeah.
All right. Throw it to me.
Oh, you want the ball for real? Oh my goodness.
Booyah. Yeah. All right. Assist of the game.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll say a mental principle to keep with you is that if you build your mind like a strong foundation, like if you make sure that your mental foundation is strong, the higher you can go. If you can keep that principle, if you have a strong mental foundation, because it's like I said, it has to be stronger than the physical. If you can have a strong mental foundation, then the higher you can go. Keep that principle there with you. Bam.
It was deep.
You like that one?
I like that one.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
the clip right there.
Oh, bam.
That's the clip, dog.
That's what we got for you, man. As far as that mental stamina, what our definitions, like I tell you, we ain't all scientists, but our definition of mental stamina, how you build mental stamina, and how coaches, parents, etc. can help athletes with their mental stamina. You know what I'm saying? So if you got something from this episode, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, I do that. Then make sure you follow us on all of our social medias. That's Hoops and Headspace, and that's on everything.
I do that too.
All you have to do is go boop, 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 click, click, click on everything, and you are right there with us.
Yep.
Of course, we got episodes coming next Wednesday, next Wednesday, next Wednesday, next Wednesday, next Wednesday, next Wednesday, next Wednesday.
And you forgot. Next Wednesday.
For sure. So just stick with us, you know what I'm saying? And that's all I got. You got something?
May God be with you.
Amen. Alhamdulillah. Check in with me.
Come on, dog.
All right.
Yeah, you gonna sing that.
This is
I say, may God be with you. God be with you.
I'm gonna have to cut that.
No, we're gonna keep that.
This is Hoops and Headspace, the podcast where mental health and sports intersect. I'm your host, Jada Rich.
I'm your co-host, Tay.
And we're up out of here, man, for sure.
Hold on, don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Stay right
Well,
there
stay right there.
before we roll the credits. Look, a couple things before we go. All right.
What's that?
First, don't forget the Mississippi Black Creators Podcast Summit is
When
going
is
to
it?
be
When
July
is
the 18th.
We're
And
gonna
it's
put it
in,
right here.
yep, bam. And
I'll
it's
be right
in
there.
Oxford, Mississippi. And it's your
Oxford?
chance. Yeah, Oxford.
Oxford?
And then the second thing we got for y'all, for players who want to take their game to the next level, our Hoops and Headspace Academy is focused on the mental side of basketball. And it focuses on confidence, handling pressure, and staying sharp on the court. It's virtual, and that full academy is going to open this summer. So be looking out for that information, those reviews and stuff from the pilot group, so you can get ready to be in that summer group. So now, we thank you for tuning in. We're going to see y'all at that summit, and we
Yeah.
also going to see y'all in that academy. You know what I'm
Man, send
saying?
that so they can watch these credits
So,
and we can go on.
we'll
So
holler
they
at y'all. You feel me?
pulling up the episodes. Go.